I will suck Kevin off right now. Fuck you, Tony Stark.
Yeah, fuck you.
Fuck you, Tony.
Yeah, fuck you and your dead body. And we're back. Elijah is back from the hospital.
Yep. That's what you get for trying to suck yourself off. You live and you learn, boys. You live and you learn.
Oh shit! But
Yeah, that was a crazy holiday season. Just all around was fucking bananas.
how was your Christmas and such?
It was good, spending time with family and with a girlfriend as well. So yeah, it was nice. Like we had now that me and my girlfriend have a good job, we had lots of gifts underneath the tree. So it was nice to spoil everybody with that, and we never really neither of us had that as kids growing up, so it was really nice.
Nice. Did you get anything cool?
I got my girlfriend decided to get me a bust of Black Panther. And that I have no idea where I'm gonna put that shit. It is 2,900 pieces.
Jesus.
Yeah.
That puts the Infinity Gauntlet to shame.
Yeah, right?
Holy shit.
Yeah, man. And it's actually a little refreshing to build it because I just finished the Starry Night Van Gogh one.
Oh, nice.
That was the biggest pain in my ass to build because all the different colored pieces, they're 3 shades of blue. And on the instruction booklet, they don't shade the colors correctly.
It's just blue.
So it's 90% of the time I was just taking a stab in the dark, and I had to take it apart 3 times.
Yeah, it's not like a puzzle where you can see if the pieces fit because they're fucking Legos. They all fit together.
But yeah, that was the cool gift I got. What else did I get? I feel like there was something else. I also got a coffee maker.
Nice. Did you get a Keurig?
No, it was a Mr. Coffee, but it's really nice and it has a self timer on it.
Oh hell yeah.
That you can set up. Hell yeah. Love it. But yeah, it was a nice one because I get up at the butt crack of dawn, so it's nice to have it hot and ready. I don't have to wait 30 minutes for it to brew. Yeah. So yeah, it was a really good Christmas. I got another Harry Potter Lego from James.
Oh, hell
it's
yeah.
the dragon from the Goblet of Fire.
Oh, nice.
So it's that little scene. But
those, do you think those movies are Christmas movies?
For sure. We watched them.
Okay, so did I.
Yeah.
Okay, good. I'm glad I'm not alone. If people say Die Hard is a Christmas movie, then the Harry Potter movies are for sure Christmas movies.
Sure. Especially the first 4 or 5.
Yeah, because all the main shit happens around the winter time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, fuck yeah.
What about you? Did you get it? What did you get for Christmas?
I got some board games. I got a fresh copy of Settlers of Catan.
Ooh.
Okay, it's a 5-player game, right? Usually, because the colors there's red, blue, white, orange, and green. Right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
The new ones, it's only 4-player. There's no green.
What?
Yeah.
What? Do you have to buy a fucking expansion?
I don't know. But, I could have sworn... Because I went to go play it, with my family. I was I could have sworn that this was 5 players.
I also could have sworn, but I know they have, expansion packs.
Because they used to have them at the house. The party house.
I'm wondering if they had, these expansion pack, and, originally it's a 4-player game, and then...
Maybe.
But that's weird.
Because I know I remember green.
Yeah. I also feel like it was way more than... Yeah, that's weird. Why would you take off players?
I don't know.
What are you doing, Catan?
But, and I got this, like, an Uno game. It's called Uno Flip. So it's like, it plays like, it starts out like normal Uno, but all of the cards are double-sided. So when someone lays down a flip card, you have to flip the cards in your hand, and then you flip the discard deck and the draw deck, and it's like all new cards.
Oh, fuck.
So one of the cards is like a draw 5, just straight up draw 5 cards.
I don't want to play that. I will get mad.
And then there's like a skip everyone card. So if you have like a bunch of the same color, you could just like keep playing the skip everyone. The craziest card that it has is like a wild draw card. That's what it's called. So like you lay it down, and you have to pick a color that you do not have in your hand for it to be wild. But then the person after you, regardless if they have that color in their hand, like has to keep drawing until they get that color. And then they have to show everybody that they got that color, and they can't even like fucking play it.
Oh my god. That's gonna start brawls, dude.
Yeah. Yeah, I think we played like a 45-minute game of fucking Uno.
Someone's getting rocked.
Yeah, right. At the end, I'm just like, fuck, I want this shit to be done. But other than that, I got a record player, finally.
Hell yeah.
Alright, I have
Hell
all the
yeah.
vinyl. I just like have never
Yeah.
had a way to listen to it.
Fuck yeah. Do you have a receiver for it yet?
No. It hasn't come yet. My parents ordered it on Amazon and it didn't arrive in time.
Oh, okay.
So
What brand is it, do you know?
I have no idea.
Oh, okay.
They just like gave me like a printed out picture, like of a clip art record player.
Classic.
And they were like, Santa was late. Winky face.
Oh my god.
And I just got like some cooking accessories for my air fryer. Have you ever tried to make cookies in an air fryer?
No.
You'd think it would work great. Until
Uh-oh.
the cookie dough like melts down through like the grates.
Oh no.
Yeah. So I got like some stuff so I can make cookies in the air fryer.
Because you're still trying to clean out the cookie
Yeah.
leftovers.
Yeah, because I mean, I don't think there's a single person that cleans their air fryer after every use, right? It's more like man, there's a lot of mozzarella stick crumbs. I better clean this out.
Yeah, it builds to the flame. It's like a cast iron skillet. That's how you gotta treat it.
No, don't wash it. You'll take the flame. Don't use soap. Don't use soap.
Pulls out a jar of bacon grease and just scoops it with your hand and throws it in there. Gotta season the air fryer.
Just put it on like 500 degrees for 10 minutes.
Fuck. Oh, that sounds like a good Christmas.
Yeah, it wasn't too bad. I mean, obviously, like, this time of year is always, like, busy as fuck. It's so frustrating. And then it seemed like it was just, like, 2 weeks of just, like, busy shit. Because last week there was that fucking crazy fucking storm
Holy shit, yeah.
with, like, the negative fucking temperatures.
Oh my god, it was so fucking... It hurt to be outside, dude.
Yeah, that was
It hurt to
So this was
breathe.
the first time I have, like, actively felt my nose hairs freeze. Like, I've done the beard hair working at the airport. Like,
Yeah.
that's like a yearly occurrence, you know? But yeah, the nose hairs, it was like the first time I could feel the ice crystals, like, on my fucking, like, in my nose.
Oh, fuck that.
And yeah, at the airport, that day was a fucking, just a shit show, dude.
I bet.
Cause yeah, like because the way they fuel all the airplanes is like they hook up, pretty much under DIA is just like fuel lines essentially.
Mm-hmm.
And then like they're all just connected to one big ass tank that's off site.
Mm-hmm.
So they have to like hook up their fuel carts to we call it the pit,
Okay.
and then they like open it and then they hook up to the plane, and it like the pit itself is pressurized, so it essentially just like feeds itself into the plane.
Okay.
There's like not a whole lot of moving parts to it.
Okay.
Dude, the pits were like freezing up.
Oh.
We were like getting calls for like carts, like fuel carts not pumping, and I was like, everything looks like it's like on my side everything is working. And I was like, we'll go grab a new fuel cart, bring it over here. Because, like, planes were already fucking delayed.
Yeah,
you know? Like,
yeah.
I was like, I'll just go grab you guys a new fuel cart. You start unhooking.
Yeah.
But I told them, I was like, I'm pretty sure it's a pit issue. Like, it has nothing to do with us. Brought the second cart over, same fucking shit. And so we have, like, this aerosol de-icing spray. And I just, like, sprayed a shit ton on it. And it, like, finally started going.
Oh.
And I was like, we got to call the fucking fuel company out here because, like,
Yeah.
the shit's fucking up.
Oh my god, dude.
It was so fucking cold, man. Yeah. And then, like, I don't know. There was, like, not a lot of snow, like, out on this side of town, it felt like.
Mm-hmm.
But, like, at the airport, it was fucked, dude.
Yeah.
Like, there was probably, like, 6 inches of snow by the time I left. It's just, like... And, like, the city, like, wasn't fucking prepared for that shit.
Nope.
And then that's what caused, like, the fucking shit with Southwest
yeah.
And, oh, funny. You know, I'm sure you've heard about, like, all the bags that are, like, displaced,
Yeah,
right?
so many. I knew a couple people that were, like, a part of that.
So I was driving around the airport on Wednesday morning, and the guy who was in the truck with me, we, like, looked at all the Southwest gates, and we were like, what's all that shit over there? And I was like, where? He was like, over there. You don't see that? And there was just like 6 gates that were like not lit up. There was fucking nothing in them. So I was like, oh. No. And he was like, do you think those are the bags? I was like, oh no. So we like drove by. I'll show the camera. Dude.
That's insane.
100 baggage carts on like 6 airline gates.
Fuck.
Full
Dude.
of fucking... I don't know how well they can see that, but... Just like full of fucking bags.
That's insane.
Just like sitting outside.
Yeah. Not at all being harmed by the weather.
Yeah. And I was like, well, I hope they get this shit in before tomorrow.
Shit, dude. Fuck, that's insane.
Yeah. Do you think we're like watching the active downfall of a fucking
that's a
billion-dollar company?
big fuck up. That's a big
They've canceled
fuck
like
up.
almost all of their flights into the next year.
Have they really?
Yeah.
I didn't hear about that.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
I think like almost 70% of their flights have just been fucking canceled.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Which like eat the rich, but that's fucking crazy.
That is insane. Yeah, eat the rich, but that's insane,
Yeah.
dude.
Almost like we should have trains.
Yeah, that's crazy how that works. Like, it would be cheaper almost, and you could, like, build it to where... Like, I'm still so on board for a fucking, what is it? The fucking guns from... that shoot bullets at, like...
Oh, yeah, those guns.
The rail guns.
Oh,
Like,
the guns that shoot bullets, as compared to guns that do what?
But yeah, like a train like
Like
that.
a high speed fucking
Yeah.
like they have in like Asia
Yeah,
and
or
like in Europe.
that uses like a vacuum or in like a sealed space like that. Imagine like what we would save on tickets because of maybe not. Because...
I mean, look at like Europe though. I mean, you could like travel across Europe for like the equivalent of like $200 on a fucking train.
Yeah,
You know, whereas like here, $200 will get you like from
Chicago.
Denver to Chicago.
One way.
Yeah, and then you still have to deal with all the fucking drunk fucks at an airport.
Oh my god, I am one of those drunk fucks in the airport.
Me too.
Because
But I don't get fucked. I'm not a drunk fuck. Bro. I just like get buzzed. And...
I have to be like a little drunk to have to deal with being around that many fucking people.
Yeah.
Or to just like pass out on the plane.
Yeah. Like I don't want to stay awake.
Nuh-uh.
Like, and like traveling by plane, it's not like you can just like get baked and then go. Because by the time you get on the plane, you're not going to be high anymore.
You're not. You're absolutely
And you
not.
can't just bring a fucking edible like into the airport.
Oh fuck.
Maybe one of these days they'll have like weed lounges.
Oh, that would be
for people like me.
Yeah, for people like you.
Yeah. Yeah, they already got plenty of places for people like you.
Some might argue.
I mean the drunks.
We need a whiteboard for shit. Justin said that's kind of racist.
Like as it came out of my mouth, I was like, no.
Just a tally. The tally whiteboard. Oh my god.
That's where that would have been like the perfect line for. What do you mean, you people?
I didn't even process it.
I didn't till after I said it.
Oh my god. Oh, that's how that white guilt works. Is
Yeah.
you think of it before I do.
Right.
Holy shit. Oh.
Yeah, you're almost done with Andor.
Almost.
You said you finished the prison break.
Yeah, the last episode I watched was them running off in the sand.
Yeah.
So it got a lot better.
Yeah.
I will say that. It got so much better.
Whoever thought you'd be like so into like the politics of Mon Mothma's family?
Yeah. Yeah. And I don't know. I think that's like one of the more interesting sides of Star Wars is because like there's so much politics that you can play with, and you can make it to where like how it was interesting in Game of Thrones.
Mm-hmm.
Like you were super invested in that and how the how the power play was like rolling out and who was going to end up on top. And I think if you played like that Star Wars political side up more like Game of Thrones, more people are going to be more interested in shows like these. Like espionage.
Yeah.
Shows.
I think the best thing about Andor is it shows that like how evil the Empire really fucking was. You know?
Shit.
Like when fucking Andy Serkis's character, he's like so reluctant to try and break out because he's like, I'm doing my time, this and that. And then they find out that like they had to kill everybody on that level because they just like relocated someone from level 5 who had got out to level 2.
Yeah.
Like that's so fucked.
That's insane, dude.
And like I'm pretty sure they're building the Death Star in that prison.
That's what I thought too.
I'm like 90% sure. But I also saw like a theory, I can't remember where I saw it, but that like on one level there's prisoners like assembling parts, and the next level they're just like disassembling the same parts that just got put together. And then like each level, which is like almost as bad as them just like building the fucking Death Star.
Right? Yeah, because I like the idea of them like building the Death Star better because it's more so like there's a purpose for it. There's a purpose that they're keeping them there. There's a purpose that they relocated this guy to another floors because of the free labor that they're getting, and they're building something. Yeah, and whether they lead into it in season 2 of Andor, is that happening?
Oh yeah, they're like filming right now.
So it's either they lead into that in season 2, or it's just like left ambiguous.
Yeah, I mean it's got to be building the Death Star.
That's like, right.
You see like all the big plates and every like the circular plates. It's like that's got to be the fucking Death Star.
That's what that was my thought too.
But I'm also like not opposed to that theory of them just like assembling and reassembling the same parts.
The only reason
over and over
I am is it feels like pointless, and like it feels like the Empire doesn't.
I mean, look why they arrested him.
Right.
Yeah. He was just like fucking. Like the one time he wasn't doing anything like
right. But that would feed more into they need labor. Mm-hmm. That would feed more into like they need somebody to build something. Yeah. Not we just need whole, bodies.
Like, the extension from like 6 months to 6 years or whatever the fuck it was. For them, for like no fucking reason. Yeah. Yeah. What did you think about like when they were all the Empire was like up their own asshole trying to fucking find him?
Oh, he was in prison, so fucking funny. It's so fucking funny. Just the whole time they're like, "Where is he?" And he's just
in prison. These dudes are bad at their own game. Like,
Oh my god. And it also like definitely touches on like there is no good or evil. There is like a massive gray area that
yeah, especially,
everyone
I mean, because
operates in.
he says that line in Rogue One where he's like, "You have no idea the things I've done for this rebellion," and we're like seeing that.
Yeah.
like we're seeing straight up murder.
Yeah.
in this
Yeah.
show.
Yeah.
like straight up fucking murder.
Yeah.
Have you gotten to the scene where Luthen like gives his speech to like his mole?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That like really makes you like. That's what made me realize like this is a fucking gray.
Yeah.
One of those gray
Yeah.
areas.
Yeah, he is not a good guy by any means,
Yeah.
but he's also not necessarily a villain either.
Yeah.
He's like he has his purpose and he is making these sacrifices and dealing with them like he knows he's going to have to like face judgment for them one day, but it's the price he has to pay to get this shit rolling
Yeah.
so that there is a future.
So
It's almost like, you know,
do you think Luthen is like anybody special?
like
I
a
almost wonder-
significant like
I almost wonder if he used to be a Jedi. Because he has the blue kyber crystal.
yeah.
And then, like, when he gives that speech, he talks about, like, how he had to give up everything for this.
Huh.
Because, like, a Jedi would never do the stuff that he's done.
Right.
You know?
Yeah. Interesting.
So I almost wonder if he used to be a Jedi.
Yeah, I mean, that would track. But it would also, I feel like...
It would almost kind of feel like a cop-out.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't be, like, upset about it.
I think it would be too much of a cop-out because I feel like at where the Jedi were, unless you're Dooku, like one of
Or
those...
Qui-Gon.
Like, yeah, one of those fringe...
Anakin.
Yeah.
Even,
Yeah.
up until the very end.
Right. Like, he would be using the Force or lightsabers in some facet, I believe.
I mean...
Because he's either A, too proud, or B, like, realizes that he's too powerful to not use it.
Yeah, I almost wonder if, like, he had cut himself off from the Force, like Obi-Wan did. And, like, he knows that if he taps back into that, like, he's too far gone. Like, if he taps back into that side of himself.
Interesting. But I feel like he would have, like, used it for his benefit for this, because he has that goal of, like...
He would do anything.
The ultimate sacrifice
do, like,
to get
anything.
to that in game.
Yeah.
And, yeah, I feel like he would have used it, regardless.
The fact that he has a kyber crystal is what throws me off. And the fact that it means so much to him. Because, you know, he was like, whatever you do, like, don't lose this crystal, when he gave it to Andor on the start of that mission.
Yeah. Fuck, I don't know. He also is, like, a collector of things, so
Yeah, have you noticed anything in his office?
I was looking. I couldn't play.
So he has Padme's, like, headdress from the first movie that she wears. Like the
Oh, no fucking way.
Yeah, he has that. Do you remember who Plo Koon is?
Sounds familiar.
He has, like, the mask and... So
Yeah,
he has
the fangs.
Yeah, he
Yeah,
has
got
Plo
you.
Koon's mask.
No shit.
Yeah.
Fuck.
But yeah, the fact that that kyber crystal means so much to him is what makes me think, like... Because you think someone that is a collector like him, if that is even his real, like, gig, like, who fucking knows what he really is?
Yeah. I almost wonder if, like, his kid was, like, one of the Padawans.
Oh, that could be
would
it.
make more sense
Yeah.
to me than him, like, having a connection with the
He
Force.
lost everything.
Yeah.
One of the kids that Anakin killed.
Yeah.
That would track too. I'd be
That would
more
be
okay with that.
That would
than him
be
being a Jedi.
Yeah, that would be a way that would track with his character and like his moralities of like now I really have nothing left to lose because
Yeah.
family's all gone, and it feels like it definitely feels like a big cop out to be like, oh, he's a Jedi. He used to be a Jedi.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
why, and now he doesn't use the Force anymore.
Yeah.
It's like, come on.
It wouldn't
Lazy writing.
feel as bad as like Palpatine coming back. But it would definitely feel like a cop out.
Yeah.
So yeah, I could definitely see them, like a family member was killed, either by Order 66 or by Anakin or something like that.
Yeah.
That would be tight.
That would be. Yeah, I think it would track with his character for sure.
Also, can we talk about how fucking sick his ship is?
It is so sick.
Dude.
I still haven't gotten to that scene of him.
Oh, with the tractor beam?
Yeah, dude. Fuck. That shit's tight.
That's got to be next episode.
It must be. Because he's... what is he doing now? I think he just left. Yeah, because he went and met with that one, his spy. Mm-hmm. And that's where that's where I last left off with him.
So yeah, I think he's getting ready to leave wherever he's at. Coruscant, I'm pretty sure.
No,
that's like where his shop is.
Right, he met him somewhere else.
Wherever the Empire's fucking meeting.
Yeah, and he is going to that where they killed that captain and like left him so that's like a trap essentially.
Yeah.
Because he's like, I have to protect like you as my informant. If I don't show up, they're gonna know that something's up.
Yeah.
Type of thing.
Yeah, and then with where he's just like leading that guy to the slaughter. That you never see him, but he talks about it with fucking not Forrest Whitaker, fucking Saw Gerrera. He like briefly talks about like, I need you to go on this mission with so and so. I can't fucking remember the guy's name.
That's the one that they're talking about. Like everyone's gonna fucking die because they know about it. Yeah.
And he's like, if they don't go, then same shit. Like they'll know something's up.
Mm-hmm.
And like, and if they have to go to like keep our cover.
Yeah.
But that shit is fucking. It's like real stakes.
Yeah.
Like it feels like real fucking stakes. For
also,
the first time in a long time.
Also loved getting some backstory on like Forrest Whitaker's character.
Yeah,
that was kind of cool.
Yeah,
to see him
you see him fully in the Clone Wars.
Oh really?
Yep.
Oh, I gotta watch Clone Wars.
Do, man.
I really do now, especially more than ever.
And in Rebels.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm excited for you to finish it.
Yeah,
those first 2 episodes are just like so boring, but like you need them, you know, especially now that you're like over halfway through.
Yeah.
Like you get to know these fucking people.
Yeah.
Like fucking his mom. Fucking what's her name?
Yeah.
The aunt from Harry Potter.
Oh fuck.
Aunt Petunia.
Yeah. Holy shit. How did I not pick up on that after watching
Really,
Harry
I did
Potter's...
immediately because I was like, "Damn, I already hate this bitch." But no, she's fucking cool.
Yeah, I like her character a lot.
And like his buddies back on the fucking, I can't remember his planet, but yeah, all the characters that you get introduced to on the first 2 episodes are super cool, except for the one dude that like threw him under the bus.
Oh my god, fucking! There's another character I can't stand. I cannot remember who it is. Oh, it's the fucking general dude who's like
the
trying
chubby
to,
one or the creeper one.
The creeper one that's
like
like stalking that
fucking
girl.
Dude,
oh my god!
There's a scene in the finale that you're gonna be like, I don't know what this dude's fucking deal is.
That is the most irritating part. Is like, what is your game here? Like,
you almost want him to defect, don't you?
Yeah, a little bit, but also I want him to just like,
because he's just getting fucked by the Empire, like.
Yeah, but
because he's gotten kicked out of his position, right?
Not yet. He just talked to her, and she's like, "If you come near me again, I'll fucking."
Oh, but he's like in the off the cubicle, right?
Yes, I think so.
He's like not actively doing like missions or whatever anymore with the fucking chubby guy.
No, he's not doing that.
I hate that guy.
Fucking
dude.
god,
dude. Pretty much every character in the Empire is so unlikable, dude.
Fucking. And I feel like they purposely give like the Empire people like noticeable like skin tags and shit.
Oh yeah.
Just to like give them those slight like imperfections, which is like really interesting to see.
It's eerie.
Yeah.
Almost like they look like American senators. But I'm not wrong.
They fucking do.
Except for the fact that they're all like British for some reason.
Yeah. Yeah, there's a lot of... That's one thing I've learned in Star Wars is you have to ignore is, like, the accents. It doesn't
Yeah.
matter. Like, they could be on the same planet and, like, look the same, and they're just very different accents.
Yep.
It just is what it is.
Yeah. But you also watched Black Adam.
I did watch Black Adam.
What are your... We briefly just talked about it while we were eating some food.
Yeah.
What are your, like, full in-depth thoughts?
It was good. I didn't enjoy it as much as I thought I would.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think it was a fun action movie that had some laughs in it.
I was not a fan of, like, how they tried to do the Tony Stark one-liners.
Yeah.
I like... DC's got to stick to the darker shit.
And, like, the whole thing of, like, him finding his catchphrase type of thing, I was like... Feels a little gimmicky, but okay.
Yeah, that's more of, like, a Peter Quill thing.
Yeah, for sure. Or, like, a Drax. Like,
Yeah.
that's a very Guardians of the Galaxy type of thing. And I didn't like how they did Dr. Fate, which was a big surprise for me.
Yeah, I liked the cinematics and his character, but I wish they would have dove in more into, like, especially after watching, like, Young Justice.
Yeah.
And, like, you see Fate, like, yeah.
If you watch Avengers Infinity War and Black Adam, it is the same exact fight.
At the end?
At the end. I swear to God, dude. Tell me I'm wrong.
I'm like picturing them in my head right now.
Dude. They both get like tied up by something. They both split off into multiple people.
Yeah.
It's like I
The
was
scene
like
on Titan, right? That's what you're talking about?
mm-hmm.
Yeah.
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 Tell me the difference, because I'll tell you there isn't one. I was like really hoping for something original from Dr. Fate, because there's so much you could do with him. Like, even I remember you telling me it felt very, like, Injustice-y. It didn't even feel like that to me. It felt like they were drifting too much to, like, Doctor Strange.
I can definitely see that
Stuff, or it's like...
especially with, like, the mirror, like in Marvel, the mirror dimension.
Yeah.
And, like, he did the same shit.
Yeah, it was, like, mirror...
But it was, like, just turned back, like a time mirror.
Yeah.
Almost.
It's like, just make it a solid Ankh. Ankh?
Yeah, that's what he uses.
Yeah, just make it a solid gold one like it is in literally everything.
If anything, like, we should have gotten, like, a Doctor Fate series on HBO.
Oh, are you kidding? I would love that.
And going back from, like spanning all of time, you know? And just, like, having Fate's story.
Yeah. And also, he wasn't, like... Yeah, it was...
Like, did I send you that TikTok where it was like, oh, cool, a Black Adam movie whose origins are tied in ancient Egypt. Oh, cool, Dr. Fate, his origins are also tied in ancient Egypt. Oh, Hawkman, so are his. And, like, they never touched on that. Like, at all. Like, at the very least, they touched on, like, how Hawkman is, like, essentially immortal.
I didn't even get that from the movie.
Really, I can't fucking remember, like, what they said, but I could have sworn I remember something about, like, him being reborn.
I didn't.
Some shit like that.
I didn't catch it at all. Even if it was, like, a small thing.
I was
expecting a lot more from that, because it's like... His friend, Dr. Fate, treats like it's, like, the last time he's ever going to see him. But he, like, reincarnates.
Yeah.
And also, Dr. Fate's relationship with the helmet...
Yeah, not a fan of that.
Not a fan.
Like, I want it to be more of a antagonistic relationship.
Yeah, it's an unwilling relationship,
Yeah.
and then he's like all happy and cheery, and I'm like,
yeah, this isn't especially after Young Justice.
Yeah,
like, you see so much of that unwillingness.
Yeah,
in
and
Young
like
Justice.
Dr. Fate is also like an anti-hero and does shit in a very gray area, and he's, for whatever reason, the righteous good in this movie.
Yeah.
And it's like, it just like, it felt like Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson just like, I'm just gonna rewrite my own little comic book, and these are all like heroes. I did like Atom Smasher's character.
Yeah, I liked the side characters for like how they were written and everything. I liked them a lot more than I thought I would.
But the problem was like Hawkman and Dr. Fate were also written as side characters, and they are not.
Yeah, they need to be like heavy hitters.
Capacity. There's like Hawkman could go toe to toe with Black Adam easily.
Yeah. Yep.
Easily, as well as
Yeah.
The Dr. Fate versus Black Adam. Dr. Fate's winning.
Yeah, 10 out of 10. High diff.
High diff, dude. It is, and like Dwayne the Rock Johnson just like wants to win every time, and which is a good thing that he's not going to be in this DCEU because he's gonna have. It's the same thing with the Fast and Furious movies of like him and whatever Vin Diesel had the contract of that they were going to throw the same amount of punches.
Yeah.
He's not a guy that's like willing to be the villain and lose.
Yeah.
Like he's not willing to play that character. So get him out as Black Adam. Put him in as someone else, that's fine, but like he cannot he's ruined it.
Yeah. I also didn't like the ending where he like smashed the throne.
Yeah.
Like, Black Adam iconically sits on the fucking throne of Kahndaq.
And that was like all of the marketing.
Yeah.
All of the marketing towards the movie. That's
Yeah.
why it felt like such false advertising.
Yeah.
Of like, oh, like, is he going to be a hero or is he not? And like, he's a good guy.
Yeah,
like,
he's
he's
like
not even an anti-hero.
Yeah.
Not even close. Oh, there's a couple of he throws a guy up into the sky.
Oh, he kills some cops. Big fucking deal.
Still a good guy.
Yeah.
By far. Compared
Even
to like
coming
what
to
is...
like save the day at the end of the movie.
Yeah, it's like... And like to destroy the throne, the whole thing that you've used as your marketing, the whole thing you've used to get this movie made in the first place. Like, screw you, kind of.
Yeah, also like how they tried to throw a twist with like, he's like, actually I'm Teth Adams' son. But then he's like, actually it's me, his father. Like...
Was there ever any doubt?
Yeah.
That was the gayest shit, dude. That was so fucking retarded.
I was so dumb, dude. Like, yeah.
I was like, is this really happening?
Yeah. I was like, oh, okay, so it's his son. And I was like, but he looks just like him.
And I also, like, knew who his father was as soon as he walked up, like, right next to him. I was like, okay, like, what is this giving us?
Yeah.
Why do we need backstory on this?
Just like I said in the last episode, the tired superhero tropes.
Yeah.
Like, that's one of them. The dead family member.
Jesus, dude. Yeah. So I guess I didn't like it at all. I definitely put it pretty close to D or C.
Yeah, I think it's probably a C. I would still rather watch it than Dark World. You think it's there with it?
I'm trying to think.
I've only seen them each like once.
I know. I wouldn't watch Black Adam again, though. That's the thing.
I know.
Oh.
I would watch Black Adam if I could find like a good drinking game to play with
for
it.
sure.
Like every time The Rock uses one of his two facial expressions.
I would do. Yeah, we can do C. I'm okay with C for it.
Or like in between.
Yeah,
C,
yeah,
D.
yeah. I'd be good with that. Yeah.
Yeah, I just wanted more from, especially Dr. Fate.
Oh, especially, dude, Dr. Fate's like one of my favorite DC characters. He's
so-
so dope.
Yeah.
And like that whole, as soon as like I saw how cheery he was and like his relationship with the mask, that he just like
When he smiles,
makes it appear and then like is holding it comfortingly, I'm like, okay, so this isn't Dr. Fate anymore.
Yeah.
Like that is his whole character. Whole character is built around him being like at war with the mask, like constantly.
Yeah.
Of not willing to give into it, of being like terrified of it, of what he does while he's wearing it, and like
Yeah. Because he can't control.
Yeah, and
Like-
he doesn't control. He can't take it off unless Dr. Fate lets him
Yeah.
take it off.
Yeah.
And he's just like, well, I'm not wearing this anymore,
Yeah.
and I'm still in the costume. It's like, no,
Yeah.
dude.
Yep.
That was so. Yeah, that's really upsetting. I hope we get a better one.
Yeah, at the end of the movie, I waited to see like if James Gunn was credited. You want to grab me one too?
Yeah.
Yeah, I waited to see if James Gunn was credited, and he wasn't.
Yeah, good.
So I think this will be the last DC entry without him credited in some sort of way.
Well, I saw that. There was that. was searching on Twitter before we started the episode, and Dwayne The Rock Johnson had written something, and it was like, oh, I've talked with James Gunn, and we realized that there's, like, not a good place for...
Yeah, but he was like,
Black
for right
Adam.
now.
Yeah, right now. That was exactly it, and I'm like, how about ever?
Yeah.
Just
but
keep
like,
him out
and
for
then,
right now.
you know, there was the stuff about him, like, turning down a cameo in the second Shazam movie.
Which is so dumb.
Yeah.
You clearly do not care about the character.
You cannot...
If you can't, you literally cannot have Black Adam without Shazam.
It's like, that's the reason I don't like the Joker movie. Like, you can't have Joker without a Batman. You know? It's like,
That's fair.
they go so hand in hand that, like, you just can't have one without the other.
That's fair. That's why we put it as B instead of an A, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it was like a good movie. Like, it could have been the same movie without it being called Joker.
Right. Yeah.
Like, it could have just
Could've
been
been
some
clown.
failed comedian that becomes a serial killer.
Could have
Like-
been Burt Kreischer or Tom Segura.
Yeah.
Call it Segura.
Yeah, like, it could have been anything about someone that loses their mind and goes mad. But, I don't know. We'll see what James Gunn wants to do. I mean... Like I said before, like, I am upset about Henry Cavill, however the fuck you say his last name. But at the same time, like, we need the hard reset. Like,
We
DC
do.
Universe needs the fresh slate. And if they're smart, like, that's what they'll do with the Flash movie. Is, you know, the straight up Crisis on Infinite Earth style. You know, ends with the Flash running back in time again. And then it's this new universe.
Right, but do you change the Flash then? I think at this point,
you have to.
as deep as you are, you either scrap the movie or change the Flash. And what?
I mean,
which
I
one's
think-
going to be cheaper?
I think you could still keep Ezra Miller, but then like shoot new stuff with a new Flash for the very end of the movie.
Yeah, but then you're dumping more money into a project that could bomb. And without
it's
James,
probably gonna bomb anyways.
right, and I mean, I think with how James Gunn has been running things now, currently, I think he's gonna scrap it. Honest to God.
I feel like we would have heard if they were gonna scrap it by now, because Batgirl didn't even have a release date. Well, it was this year or 2023, in 2 days from now.
Right, but we're getting Blue Beetle.
Yeah,
That's coming out next year, and I've heard nothing about this
Little to
being
nothing.
filmed, or I had no idea this was happening.
I have seen like set photos. I don't know if they do Blue Beetle right. I'm fucking cool with it.
That suit looks fucking
Yeah.
sick.
Yeah, it does. Yeah, the
That
suit
looks
looks sick.
sick.
Here, I'll put it on the screen so everyone else can see. Fuck! When I...
Inception.
Guess I'm not putting it on the screen.
Oh, you didn't set it up?
Well, because it's usually on that monitor.
Oh,
so with the new graphics
shit.
card...
Guess no one's seeing it.
Yeah.
Surprise.
Yeah, I mean, if they do even half as well as what Young Justice did with Blue Beetle, I'm fucking here for it. Because they made me care about Blue Beetle. Young Justice did, you know?
Yeah.
And I'm glad they're going with Jaime Reyes instead of, like, Ted Cord. Because, I mean, I hope we get full-on, like, Scarab,
Yeah.
you know?
It looks like it, kind of. It
Yeah,
looks like,
the legs right there.
yeah, like it looks like a very like fleshy kind of material too.
Yeah.
Like what was that word I'm looking for? Like organic
Yeah,
material.
yeah. The suit looks good. Let's see if it says anything. Oh, damn, there's a shit ton of fucking pictures in here. Oh, that's a cool little picture. Landing on top of the car.
Nice.
Yeah, he looks good.
Yeah.
Like, the suit looks really fucking
It does look good. That's like some Deadpool level
Yeah.
suit.
Especially, like, after they do, like, all the post effects and stuff, I'm sure it'll look really fucking good.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, like, as long as they stay semi-true to any kind of, like, source material. I just think if they went with, like, the whole Scarab route... Because, I mean, James Gunn did say that, like, Justice League Unlimited and Young Justice were his... Like, that's what he wants to plan
Yeah,
this new DC universe off of.
I wrote that down in my notes of something to bring up, which is a great thing to base it off of, because that show is fucking amazing.
Yeah, I mean, Young Justice is like, for me, it's a top 5 TV show of all time. Like, I just think the arcs that they tell in that are so good, and like the character development is fucking incredible.
I hope we get some kind of like dark. Well, since we're already kind of there, let's. I want rated R stuff. I think to be successful, it needs to be rated R.
I've said it for years, man.
Yeah, especially DC. Like Marvel, you can get away with it.
I mean, maybe not everything. You know, like you could stick with a PG-13 Shazam.
Yeah. Yeah.
And probably even Aquaman. You could stick with a little PG-13.
Yeah. Aquaman, but like Batman, Superman,
Green Lantern. Give me some dark shit. Like, these characters go through hell, like, on a weekly fucking basis.
Yeah. Right? Yeah. I want some Justice League dark shit, like some Constantine. Ooh. Like, give me some of that shit.
That reminds me, I'm almost done with Titans.
Oh yeah,
1 episode left. You were right. I was wrong.
Literally isn't the episode, insane?
Dude. Literally the episode I stopped watching, it got like really.
Yeah,
it's like me
I told
Andor
you that.
To
I told you that. I was like, it literally gets better the next episode.
Yeah.
Me having to convince the DC fans to continue watching a show.
I'll finish it this week, and we can like fully.
It's so good. Where are you at right now?
So I have the part 1 finale. That's it. So they took Brother Blood, and he like said the words because they were in Star Labs. Mm-hmm. Also, we talk about the 2 Constantine name drops we've gotten in this season. That's what made me think of it.
I'm so excited.
Especially if they do like the same the live action Constantine that like was on the show and like the Flash and shit. Mm-hmm. He was so fucking good. Like. Yeah, for the longest time, I was, like, wondering, what is this cult? And then, it, like, with Trigon, and I'm like, that's fucking... They're gonna do Trigon right.
Yeah,
like, that's like... Instead of, like, was it, like, the first season where he's just, like a 7-foot-tall Minotaur?
Yeah. Oh, man. Well, now they have the funding for it, I'm sure.
Yeah, they have to. But yeah, that's what got me onto the superhero tropes thing was Titans, was because fucking Superboy gets that snake in his belly.
Yeah, and
he's like fucking straight up like he's clearly distressed. Like
got bit by a zombie and is trying not to.
Yeah, like, oh, I'm good. I'm like, he's like sweating bullets. And it's always like some like, oh, so bad sushi last night or some shit like that, you know?
That's immediately because I heard when I listened to the Christmas special thing, I was like, it's literally just the dude that gets bitten by the zombie and tells nobody.
Yeah. He thinks he's the one that doesn't get affected. But there was one issue I have, and that was with Superman or Superboy getting stabbed by Deathstroke.
I wanted to discuss this with you, actually.
I have a couple ideas.
Yeah?
One of them was because with Jinx now in the mix, and how she kept touching on, like, Superman's magic phobia. Mm-hmm. You know, obviously, one of his only weaknesses is magic. That's, like, pretty commonly known. I wonder if it's just because the magic in the area weakened him?
I think it was because, like, Deathstroke was literally made out of magic. He was like a zombie.
You think?
Yeah, I think that's what they were trying to get across.
Because, yeah, when that scene came on with, like, all the zombies chasing them, I was like, why the fuck is Superboy not just out there punching heads?
Yeah.
I was like, why do these dudes not just lock themselves in one of these cells and just have Superboy go ham?
Yeah, just
because this is also, like, the only incarnation of Superboy with laser vision. Mm-hmm. He could just, like...
yeah. Also, yeah, big plot hole there. But yeah, I think it was definitely because she was using magic to control Deathstroke's dead body.
That has to be it. Because I was like,
has to be.
I was like, there's no way that Deathstroke just has a kryptonite laced fucking
No.
knife. Because it would have glowed green.
Right.
Like,
Yeah,
because the show's been good about that.
Yeah, they've used kryptonite and it has always glowed green.
Yeah.
So have you gotten to Garth?
Where he becomes a cell. It takes
Yeah,
over.
yeah.
That shit was sick, dude.
Have you seen what Superboy does yet? I'm trying to think if I'm...
He hasn't woken up yet.
Okay.
So no.
Okay.
Do we get a good, like, little Superboy thing?
Sure.
Oh no. Oh no. Is it bad? Is it like cringe bad?
I'm not gonna tell you.
I'm gonna watch it. I'm gonna watch it tonight.
I want your reaction.
No.
I want your immediate reaction. I want it. Your immediate reaction to that.
No, dude.
Because mine was like,
So it's cringe.
It's so hard. I can't. You'll just have to watch it. It's pretty.
I also, every time I watch Titans, I cannot help but think how much I want Wally West. I know I've said it before, but fuck, dude. It'd be so good to have a fucking...
I think that would be an interesting thing for like the next season if they end up doing one.
Yeah.
Would be like a speedster.
Yeah.
And I think...
Because I don't like Superboy being... They haven't done it this much, but like last season, Superboy was like the tech guy. And
Yeah.
I didn't like that at all.
Yeah.
I'm not a fan of
It was
that.
Superboy leaning to the left.
Like, that's a Wally
Like
West.
said.
That's a
Yeah.
Wally West thing, right?
Right. Well, it's just because you're so attached to Wally West. You're like, no one.
Yeah.
No one
Yeah.
can be the tech guy but Wally.
No one can be the tech guy and move fast, okay? Because, like, they were making him the speedster tech guy, where he was like... I can't remember. They were like, they had to build a bomb, or like a bomb deactivator for some shit.
Yeah.
And, like, he kept having to run the simulations, and I was like, that would be so much better with Wally West.
Yeah. You're right. You're right. You're not
But
wrong.
this season, I feel like maybe there was some backlash online. I didn't see any. But, like, they haven't leaned into that as much this season.
Yeah.
If anything, it's been more Tim Drake being the tech guy, which I'm also... any one of the Bat family, I'm cool with being a
For
tech
sure.
person.
Yeah, I always forget about Tim Drake. I don't think I ever read him as the Robin.
He is in Nightfall. He's the Robin in Nightfall.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think he's just starting out, too, at that point in the comics.
Gotcha. Okay.
Because he's, like, still pretty fresh, if I remember correctly.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he is still pretty new. Because what's his name brings that up to him. The
John Paul?
Yeah, John Paul's like, you're still fucking new to this, and like this and this and this.
Also,
Yep.
like, in Titans, can we just get Tim Drake in the fucking suit already?
Yeah, right.
Like...
Give him a suit.
Yeah. Like, he's clearly been doing, like, all the fucking AI training.
Yeah.
Or whatever.
Yeah.
Like...
They did a really good job fast tracking his training. 'Cause
Yeah.
I was like, please do not let this man be a pussy for like
yeah, dude.
2 seasons. I will
Yeah.
not live through that.
I know. Because, yeah, his character at first was, like, pretty unlikely.
Yeah.
Like, come on, man. You don't get any... you don't get any more... I don't know, like, in the comics, he's, like, canonically bi, right? You don't get any more bi than the Tim Drake in the fucking Titans TV show.
So true.
He just screams a bi man.
Bye, guy, energy.
Especially in the first season that
Yeah.
he's in.
Yeah.
But yeah, you were definitely right about that.
See, yeah, and I also started watching Doom Patrol.
You start at the beginning?
Mm-hmm.
Hell yeah, dude. I like
Pretty
Doom
good.
Patrol so much.
It's pretty good so far. I think I only got to like where they're headed into town
Yeah.
on the bus because the
Okay,
doctor
yeah.
guy left.
Who's your favorite so far? Obviously Robot Man. Like,
definitely
slides
Robot
in.
Man.
Yeah.
Definitely Robot Man. Because it's only because of the snarky comments he makes.
Dude, Brendan Fraser killed it, dude.
So good, dude.
Killed it.
We got to see the whale.
Yeah, I've been wanting to. I have it on like my Roku watch list
Oh yeah,
for like whenever it becomes available to stream.
it's been getting a lot of backlash too for like being fat phobic, I guess.
Yeah, I've heard that, and like the fact that they cast a straight dude as someone who's gay, which like
You can't win. You can't.
You
win
can't,
these.
dude.
Like
Like-
you can't. You
just let
absolutely
the
cannot.
best person for the job do the job.
Yeah, if he was gay, I'm sure they would have chosen. Like, why does it matter?
Yeah. It's not
As
him.
long as you're like letting gay people audition for it.
That's like saying you're mad at like the Netflix Dahmer TV show because Evan Peters isn't actually a cannibal and a serial killer. Do you like? I like that. I literally just came up with that off the top of my head.
Perfect.
But that's literally it. Like,
Yeah. No, it's stupid. Like it's not. It's never gonna be perfect,
no,
and it's
literally all these fucking SJWs that just like they want something to get fucking pissed off about.
it is. It absolutely is, and it's like they're missing the point. It's like should have like the opportunity. Like those people should have the opportunity to get the roles. It's not
Yeah.
just give these roles to these people because
Yeah, it's not like
they're
they just
A, B,
gave it
C,
to Brendan
yeah.
Fraser.
Right, he's still had to audition for
Yeah.
it, and he is a phenomenal actor.
Yeah.
And got screwed over by Hollywood
Yep.
so many fucking times.
Yep.
And then you guys are just decided to take the web and shit on him.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
fuck off, dude.
Yeah.
That's so fucking...
Let the man live
Yeah.
his fucking life.
Let the man live, take care of his mentally challenged son.
Yeah, like,
And leave him be. And let him be the great man that he is.
yeah. Like the most unproblematic man in Hollywood. Yeah, I've said it before. If DC has done anything good, it's fucking giving us this renaissance.
Yeah,
Like,
for sure.
because I don't think he'd be where he was if Doom Patrol didn't get made.
That's fair. Yeah, because that was his kind of big comeback.
Yeah.
That was
And I
like-
don't even, like, big isn't even the... I mean, when Doom Patrol started, it was on the DC Universe app.
That's right, yeah.
You know?
Oh my god, I forgot that was a thing.
Yeah, so, like, he took a shot on Doom Patrol, if anything, you know? But yeah,
Yeah.
I like Doom Patrol more than Titans, just because... I don't know. It feels so good, like, when you watch it, you know? Like, yeah, the effects aren't great, especially, like, the seasons... Like, I think the first two were on the DC Universe app.
Yeah.
So, like, obviously the budget, like, wasn't great.
Yeah.
But the stories are phenomenal in
Yeah.
that show.
Yeah, I mean, I love all the backstory that they've given. I've loved how they've...
Like, all the characters
Done
are,
it.
like, fleshed out. Mm-hmm. You, like, feel bad for every single one of them.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah. And, yeah, I would definitely say Robot Man's my favorite.
yeah, I feel like he's the obvious one, but I think Crazy Jane.
Ooh, yeah.
Is
I
up
haven't
there,
found
too.
too much out about her.
Yeah, you get
pretty funny.
deep into Crazy Jane
Yeah.
in, like, the later seasons. And, like, the whole multiple personalities.
Fucking bananas,
Like, how
dude.
each personality has its own fucking
Superpower. Woo!
Yeah, you get
Woo.
deep into her psyche, literally.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Fuck. Going back to like the DC.
Yeah, sorry, you said Constantine, and I wanted
Yeah.
to. I just.
No, and I took us off on the tangent for Brendan Fraser. Fuck, what is it? Oh yeah, Gal Gadot, Henry Cavill, and what was his name?
Ben Affleck.
Ben Affleck. The article I saw said that they had a Zoom meeting about suing Warner Brothers.
For their disruptions to their career.
Mm-hmm. Which they will win if they decide to.
Yeah. I think maybe not. I think Henry has, like, the biggest case to stand on.
For sure, and if not, it's pretty close with him and Ben Affleck.
Yeah.
Because they promised him, like, you can direct a Batman movie.
Well,
that
and he's...
never came to be.
Well, he's, like, such a huge fan. Like, Batman is his shit.
Is it really?
Yeah, he loves Batman. Because he always said, he was like, I won't do a Batman movie if I'm not in creative control. Which is like, we're being honest, a Ben Affleck directed Batman movie would be really fucking good.
I'd be interested in it.
Especially with like the Batman that we got in Batman vs Superman and Zack Snyder's Justice League.
Yeah, what is that one that like old Batman? It's that animated one. Is it Nightfall? Where he's like suited up and fights Superman.
Oh, Dark Knight Returns.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would love for him to do like that iteration of it, which they kind of did in Batman vs Superman, but not really.
It didn't fit because we had a young Superman.
Yeah.
Which, like, I could talk about that for fucking years. On like how that was I think the ultimate downfall of Zack Snyder's DC universe.
Yeah.
Was not having a younger Batman.
Yeah.
Because
sure.
you run out of fucking stories to tell with an old Batman and young everybody else. You know?
Yeah.
Like a young Superman, young Wonder Woman. I don't want to say young Wonder Woman, but like a Wonder Woman who's just starting her superhero career.
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
Like, it would have been much better if this was like a year 5 or 6 Batman.
Right.
As compared to year 20.
Yeah, it didn't feel very cohesive.
Yeah.
Like, from the start.
I understand,
I
understand why they would want to get Ben Affleck as Batman. Because I still think to this day, like, that was the best version of Batman we've gotten live action. Maybe not
Really?
Bruce Wayne, but, like, Batman alone.
Just
Like the warehouse scene.
I might have to rewatch it again. He's not my favorite Batman.
Who is?
Okay,
I guess I should say before Robert Pattinson. Because, yeah, Robert Pattinson is my favorite.
I still would have taken Christian Bale over. I know. This is always a point of contingency with us.
His Bruce Wayne is top notch. I just don't like his Batman.
Fair enough. So now we have someone that splits the middle. Robert Pattinson.
What I want to see more from the Batman 2 is obviously more growth, like as a crime fighter, you know, taking less hits. Because he was fresh as fuck in this movie.
And they did such a good job at showing it.
Yeah. But, you know, maybe taking less hits. Maybe like a more... I don't want to say like a more armored suit, but like maybe kind of like the Arkham series style suit as compared to like the leather, like the bullet, like the Kevlar suit that he had, you know?
I don't know. That one felt very Arkham
It
because
felt good.
It's literally the gun that killed his parents
Yeah.
on his fucking chest.
Yeah.
That felt very Arkham to me.
But I want to see like a Batman that's maybe using more gadgets. You know, just
I'd be more into gadgets. I like the suit as it is.
Yeah,
currently.
like a more fleshed out, like gliding capability. Just like slight advancements. But I want to see him step into the Bruce Wayne ego, and so we can get that. Iron Man's words, the playboy billionaire philanthropist.
Yeah,
Like I want to see him. I want to see both sides.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, this was just a Bruce Wayne that was fucking not having
Sad
anyone's
shit.
shit.
Yeah.
Like, but, yeah, I want to see him step into that persona by, like, helping Gotham as Bruce Wayne and Batman.
Which
is kind of what they were getting to with, like, the Senator and shit.
Yeah, well, at the very end where he, like, yeah.
And then when he saves the city, obviously. But yeah, I want to see him putting more money into, like, the infrastructure.
Yeah.
As Bruce Wayne.
Right.
You know? Like, helping fight crime from the systemic level and the street level.
For sure. Oh, man. Who played Alfred in that movie?
Andy Serkis.
That's what I thought. I couldn't remember if it was him.
And I was pissed when they almost... I was like, are you really going to fucking kill Alfred?
Oh, my God.
Like, that would have turned me off to that movie.
Don't... Stop killing Andy Serkis. Stop killing Andy Serkis.
Yeah, when he wasn't dead, I was
Let this man shine.
I was like, thank God they didn't fucking kill him. Because Batman ain't shit without Alfred.
Oh, he finally, like, I really hope, because Andy Serkis as especially with the Alfred that gets fucking juiced up and then fucking beats the shit out of Superman.
Justice Alfred? Yeah, dude.
What?
Yeah.
Yes, Andy Serkis is who I want.
And then I can't remember if it's in a movie or a comic, but there's at one point where someone breaks into the Batcave and Batman is off doing his shit, and Alfred like walks out the door with a 12 gauge,
Yeah.
and he's like, "I don't have to say no kill rule." Like, I want to see that shit from this Alfred.
Because Pennyworth is a bad motherfucker.
Yeah.
You don't fuck with.
Yeah, he's like 007 on steroids.
Yeah, dude. Oh man, but yeah, big hopes for that. Oh, there was something that popped up on James Gunn's Twitter page too. Is he took a picture of his like kitchen or something, and on the the kitchen table was Grant Morrison's omnibus of Batman.
Ooh.
And someone was like, oh, "Was this a hint? Is this a teaser or something?" And he responded as, "Always been a huge fan of Grant Morrison's Batman.
Anything Grant Morrison is fucking gold."
I'll have to read them because that's the one with like.
I'm pretty sure I have a couple Grant Morrisons in there. I want to say, Long Halloween. Is that Grant Morrison?
That is Leah and Sale.
Oh, that's Jeff. Yeah, Jeff Loeb. What's the one? Killing Joke. Is that Morrison?
Is the Court of Owls? That might be Morrison.
Does it say Morrison on there? No, that's that. That's Scott Snyder,
Oh.
who like, dude, Scott Snyder knows how to fucking write Batman.
I don't see.
Maybe I have Grant
No,
Morrison.
Killing Joke is Elmore.
Fuck, that's right. Grant Morrison, Batman. Stories. Oh yeah, okay, so he did looks like from this website, the Gotham Archives, the first pictures with Damien. So I'm gonna assume that he created
Damien? Yeah. Which I might have to read.
I'm here for a good Damian Wayne
yeah.
story, dude.
Fuck yeah, dude. Damien's the best Robin.
Not Tim Drake. Dick, man.
Dick?
Dick is my favorite.
But he's Nightwing.
Yeah.
Well, I see it, yeah.
Okay, so yeah, Batman and
Batman's
Son.
The Black Glove.
Oh, I've read that. That's a good one.
But
Final Crisis. That's a good one too. Okay, so yeah, Batman and Robin, which I'm assuming is going to be Damien.
Yeah, those were the books that were on his.
Yeah, those are
kitchen
probably
table.
the three that are in the omnibus.
Which I would love to read that. The
Batman Incorporated is pretty good as well.
yeah.
Yeah. Okay, yeah. I've read some Grant Morrison.
But he was like, yeah, I fucking love these. I love Grant Morrison, and he has like some of the best.
Oh, he did
prints
Hush.
of Batman. No, that's one of my favorite.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
Nice.
So we could get some good shit.
So if that's where he's taking his inspiration from. Maybe we can get like a already established Batman, not too old,
like
not too young.
For like the main DC universe?
Yeah, and there's like
I would like that.
someone that already has Nightwing and then is now training his son.
I would want to see. I think if you want to like go with a full Bat family, you got to cut out a Robin at some point.
It's gonna be Tim Drake.
It has to be, right?
Yeah.
Because it can't be Jason because of Red
Nope.
Hood. Yeah, you gotta. And we have Tim Drake and Titans.
Yeah.
So like, yeah, I would be cool with that. Or like maybe the first Batman movie is like him getting Damien, and we get like a Court of Owls storyline.
That would be good. That would be really good. Yeah, it's like something like that. I think Batman needs
Maybe like
right now
in
this-
his early 30s, you know, maybe Nightwing is like early 20s.
Yeah. Yeah, something like that. Well, what Batman needs now is a Spider-Man package, you know? skip over the whole backstory. We
Everyone
know it.
knows. Everybody.
We know it.
Everybody knows.
And the Batman
you're
did a
fucking in.
really good.
But no, you're right. The Batman did a good job of like skipping over the Batman bullshit.
Yeah. And it got right into the story.
Because
And
everybody
knows.
fucking knows
Yeah.
that like Bruce Wayne's parents get shot in an alley.
Yep.
He fucking loses his mind and becomes Batman.
Yeah, and we know that he goes through rigorous years of training
Yeah.
to get to the point to where
Yeah.
he is. We understand. We
Yeah,
get it. He needs the Spider-Man treatment.
Yeah, yep. You're right. Yeah, I'd be cool with that. I would maybe not have Nightwing fully fleshed out as his own character yet, but maybe just have him moving on from Batman and kind of coming into that realization where it's like, I don't need to be this creature of darkness like Batman. And maybe that could be the first fucking Batman movie.
Nightwing?
Yeah, or like the separation of
Of Batman and Nightwing?
Yeah.
Hey, James Gunn.
Yeah. And then
We got
you
an
could
open
throw
schedule.
you could throw in something to do with the League of Assassins and bring in Talia. Mm-hmm. And then whenever the next one comes out, Damian Wayne.
Damian. Done.
Boom, we did it.
And then Jason Todd is kind of hinted at in that first one
Yeah.
as like a person.
someone he's training.
Right. Or it's like one of the main reasons they split apart.
Or maybe how would you feel about him training Damian going after Red Hood? Instead of like a Court of Owls. I think that would be a very interesting, because Damian and Jason, they have that killer in them. They got that dog. in them.
You beat me by that one. Got that dog in him.
Like they ain't afraid to kill. I think that would be definitely an interesting story. Mm-hmm. But also like the Court of Owls is.
That's also something that's like fun and new and hasn't been touched on, because we don't talk about Arkham Knight's the game. That was supposed to
we
touch
could talk
on
about
it.
the sick fucking Batmobile shit. But like as a story, it's the weakest of the Arkhams.
Fuck, dude. Ugh. But yeah, I think I'm kind of just excited because with James Gunn retweeting the Blue Beetle or tweeting about the Blue Beetle, that seems to me like that's going to be the start of his
And I'm okay with that.
universe. Yes, because it's a great way to start, because it's a character that's not very well known, and you can
it's
go.
exactly what Marvel did with Iron Man.
Mm-hmm.
You're taking a C-list character who's like super fucking cool and like putting it in the mainstream.
Right. Yeah. And the other one I wanted to talk. You want to pull up that TikTok I sent to Discord? Because this was the other James Gunn news.
You just put it in the which one?
Vids.
Oh, I'm on the wrong one. I don't remember putting that in there.
Where did it go?
It's gone. Where is the fucking video channel?
Yeah.
Well, do you want to put it in one of the notes ones?
Yeah. Let me see.
Just not the below the pod notes, because that's what I copy and paste every time I post the apps.
Oh, I found it very fast the last time. Alright, I put it in my notes.
There it is. All right.
Ladies and gentlemen, he presented us Kingdom Come.
For those of you wondering what Kingdom Come is, it is a DC Comics from the 90s. It's one of the best comics ever. It takes place after Superman is older. He's actually retired because the Joker has killed Lois Lane. The comic is really fun because it challenges heroes versus anti-heroes. So, arrests Joker. He doesn't kill him. A different character, Magog, kills him. And when this goes to trial, Magog is deemed a hero. This rubs Superman the wrong way and he stops believing in justice.
Have you read Kingdom Come?
He chooses to live in the Fortress of Solitude, farming, and that's it. Without Superman there to lead everybody, the lines between villain and hero get blurred, people begin getting caught in the middle, start dying, and obviously Superman has to come out of retirement. This is a 4-part run, and by the end of it, Superman has moved on from Lois Lane, and it ends with Superman and Wonder Woman telling an older Batman that they are actually having their first child. Let's see if we get Kingdom Come.
Ladies and gentlemen,
I feel like that's eventually what Zack Snyder wanted to do.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah. Well, yeah, because he was kind of going for the whole Injustice
Yeah.
type of timeline.
Yep.
Which is also kind of James Gunn giving Snyder a big old middle finger.
Yeah, right?
But that also feels like a really early thing, like something to do very early on.
That's more of like a final accumulation of like the DC movies.
Right.
You know?
But it'd be interesting to see like him building up to that with new characters like Blue Beetle.
Yeah,
and,
definitely.
Like, you know, the Young Justice.
Yeah. Also, I would be down for like time skips for this DC universe.
Yeah, for sure. Well, I think it's becoming more popular now, especially because like Endgame had the audacity to do 5 years.
Which, like, we're here now.
Mm-hmm.
Like, isn't that fucking crazy that,
That's
like, we're
insane.
here at the end of the blip?
Yeah.
Like, fuck COVID, bro. That
Fucking
shit fucked us.
yeah. God damn, dude. Well, was there anything else?
I think that's about it. We're at 117. So.
All right. Well, everybody, check out the Discord, YouTube, Twitter. We currently have no followers on Twitter. I tweet some funny stuff sometimes.
I'll start putting it in the below the pod notes.
Hell
Eventually, we'll get rolling on TikTok too.
Yeah. It's going to take a little bit of time, I think.
Yeah.
Just because, you know, this is not our job. We have full-time
Also,
work.
we passed 50 listeners.
Did we really?
Yeah. So
Let's
shouts out.
go!
Shouts out to everybody listening. We
Hell
really
yeah.
do appreciate it.
Yeah, seriously. Thanks, guys. I can't believe we already have 50. That's insane.
Yeah, right?
You telling me there's 50 of these bitches that want to listen to my voice?
Yeah. 50 people listen to us get drunk.
Hopefully you're drinking with us.
Yeah. But thanks for listening. Catch you guys later. Peace.
Peace.